This
Skits are
conference
created
will
in.
now be recorded.
From today, we are going to learn how automation test cases created in a real time for a real time application. The similar way we are going to create test cases hereafter. So as of now, we learned some basics like, how to invoke the browsers, automating some browser operations, interacting with different elements with the Selenium script, like interacting with text box elements, drop-down list elements, links, checkboxes, radio buttons, tables, calendars, handling alerts, handling frames, handling multiple browser windows. From today, we are going to learn and implement automation test cases like the real-time fashion. Well, now you have to answer a couple of questions so that we start the implementation. You answer me first. What is a Java class? What is a class in Java? You ping me your answer. You give your answer in the chat box. Collection of methods. Okay. Hmm. Yes, remaining people. Raj answered in this way. A Java class is a collection of methods. Agreed with you, Raj. A class nothing but a collection of methods and properties. Well said. In Java programming, object constructor. Mhm. It is used to construct an object. Divya said like this. Agreed with you, Divya. In Python or C Sharp or Java, to explain an object, we go with a class. A class used to demonstrate or explain an object. A Java class used to explain an object. Object meaning any real-time entity is called an object. Mouse is an object. Keyboard is an object. Mouse will have some properties and functionalities. In Selenium WebDriver, we have a ready-made class, actions, which is explaining the functions of a mouse and keyboard together. Like a Java class used to explain an object. A class will have okay variables and methods. Here, variables are used to explain properties of an object, and methods are used to explain functionalities of an object. A Java class contains variables and methods. Variables are used to explain the properties of an object. Methods are used to demonstrate functionalities of an object. So here, variables and methods are collectively called class members. because a class contains variables and methods. Right. These class members, nothing but variables and methods, are of two types. What are they? What are they? A Java class contains variables and methods. Variables are used to explain the properties of an object. Methods are used to explain the properties, functionalities of an object. I said these variables and methods are collectively called class members. These class members are of two types. What are they? Static and non-static. Excellent. Static, non-static. Static variable, non-static variable, static methods and non-static methods. Good. Yes, Gopinath. Dynamic, nothing but non-static, Gopinath. Dynamic meaning non-static. See, in the name itself, very clear. Static, constant, not constant, dynamic. Well, right. Already we know how to declare a variable. We already using declaring and using many variables while writing previous programs. But while explaining you Java basics, I explained you what is a method, that is what is a function, syntax for creating a function, calling functions, inheritance, method overloading. I hope you remember all these topics. You remember syntax for creating a function? A method function, both are same. You answer me, what is a method? Yes. What is a method? A method is a set of statements, or I can say programming block. Nothing but set of statements. Set of statements. Programming block, a block of code. A programming block, set of statements defined to perform a specific task. A method is a programming block, a group of statements designed to perform a specific task item. These methods are of two types, static and non-static. Okay, what is the syntax for creating a method? I hope you remember this. Already I explained this. Syntax for creating a method. Public, static, either void or return type, and the method name. Here, this public is optional. Even the static also optional. If a method not returning any data, void. If a method returning any data, the return type to be mentioned. If this method require any input arguments, you have to mention the input arguments. Argument 0, argument 1, and so on, argument n. If a method does not require any inputs, this is also optional. And here you are going to write the statements, code. It's statement 1, statement 2, and so on, statement n. If a function, that is method returning any data, we have to use a return keyword, return value to be returned. If a function returning any data, you have to mention value to be returned. If a function not returning any value, it's not required, it is optional. I hope you remember this one. Syntax for creating a function. We have discussed about this and we have created some sample functions also. Right. Now, So all you people with the laptops, all you have the laptops. Okay. Totally, I mean, most of you people saying yes. Okay. So that I want to make it from here after completely the practical session. How many of you does not have laptops? You answer me. If you don't have a laptop, you ping me saying that no. One, two, three, four, five, six. Mhm. Okay then. Because if you write the code, you will have better understanding. Hmm? Out. Almost about 5, 6 people don't have the laptops out of 40. No issue. So almost about 35 people are listening with the laptops. No issue. We'll continue with the practical session and we do one thing like, see here, I'll assign some tasks. I hope you remember static function, non-static function, everything you remember. While explaining Java basics, I demonstrated it. You remember? Yes. Okay. So consider this RNHRM application. In fact, while writing the program these many days, every time here we are writing the code, the system.set properties, then creating an object for the Firefox driver or Chrome driver, invoking the application under test, correct? You please observe these many days, first 3, 4 lines of code, what we are doing, whatever the example you take, first 3, 4 lines of code, what we are doing, configuring Firefox driver or Chrome driver properties, system.set property, and we are creating an object for the Chrome driver class or Firefox driver class. That is, we are invoking a browser and we are accessing our application under test URL, correct? In every program, right? Now what I want to do, I do not want to write the code every time for invoking my application under test. Supposing if I'm working on this RNHRM project testing, login to be tested, employee registration, user registration, attendance, there are many other features, For any test case, what is the first step? Any test case belongs to this application under test. What is your first step? No complete step I'm asking. Admin login test, employee registration test, user registration test, whatever the test case belongs to this project, what is the first step? Invoking the browser and getting the URL, login, right? Now, instead of writing the code for invoking the application under test, will you agree with me? I can say the first step launch RNHRM application, correct? Launch RNHRM application. Okay. You agree with me? This is the first step. Launch RNHRM application. If you are working on this project, the very first step, launching RNHRM application. Okay. Assume that we are working on this application, Primus Bank application. If you consider few test cases here, admin login test case, bank employee login, customer login, new branch creation, employee registration, whatever. What is the first step here? If you are working on this project, any test case, what is the first step? Yes, what is the first step? Launch Primus Bank application. Agreed. Supposing if you are working on Google product, Gmail, what is the first step? Launching Gmail application. So here, I want to create a function to launch any given URL on the Firefox browser. So what you will do? I do not want to write the code every time. I want to create a function. I'll do one thing. In this demo project, I'm creating a package. For example, otherwise say app utils, application utilities. Here, sorry, I'm renaming the package to utils. Here, I'm creating a class with the name app utils, application utils. Now, here I want to create a function to launch any given application. To launch any given application. So public, I'm creating a function to launch any given URL. You tell me you want me to make it a static method or non-static method. I want to create a function to launch any given application, any given URL. Static or non-static? Static, excellent. Static, going with void. I'm giving a name, launch app. The name of the method, launch app. Right. So here, while calling the method, I'll supply URL. URL is the input argument. Here my code will be like this. System dot set property. Here I'm giving WebDriver dot gecko dot driver. Gecko driver exe file path. Then here I'll write the code to invoke the Firefox driver. WebDriver. Here my question, one class will have multiple functions, right? One class will have multiple functions, right? This class may have multiple functions, right? Now, if I define a variable inside a method, can I use the same variable in the other methods? If I declare a variable or an object inside a particular method, can I use the same variable in the other method? Do you remember local variables and global variables concept? Right. So, see, maybe next time I'm going to create one more function. Close the application. See here, see here. Here I'm creating an object for the Firefox driver. Driver equal to new Firefox driver. It's okay now. See, in the second method, I'm trying to use it. It's not showing any methods here, driver dot. Why? It is not showing any methods here. Why? Because second method not understanding what is this driver, because driver object is defined inside the first method launch app. We declared or we discussed already, if you define a variable or an object inside a function, the scope is limited to that particular function. Here, driver is a local variable. So if I want to make use of the driver among all the functions, you must declare a class level, correct? So what I will do, that is called global variable concept. So now here, public, static. Why I'm making static? Because a static function can access only other static members available in the class. WebDriver, driver. Now here, now I can make use of the driver here. So driver equal to new Firefox driver. Driver dot get. First I'll do one thing. Driver dot manage, delete all the cookies. Driver dot manage implicitly timeouts. Implicitly wait for 20 seconds. The time you need. Then driver dot get URL. This application URL. So now I have created some statements to launch the given URL. In the second method, just it is to close the browser. I'm using driver dot close, or we can do driver dot quit, whatever it may be. Either driver dot close or driver dot quit. Okay, right. I'm using driver dot quit. If multiple browsers are open, all browsers will be closed by the quit method. Done. Now, these two methods are of type static. So now here, in these demo tests, one second, I do one thing. I delete this or I'll recreate it. Here, in some other package test, I'm creating a demo test. I'm inserted the main method. Main method required only to execute the call the functions. Now, here I want to call this launch application. I want to call the launch application. How to call a static method? It's a static method, right? How to call a static method? How to call a static method? Class name dot method name. What is the method name here? Launch application. This launch application needs a URL. Now here I'm supplying my application under test URL. This time I'm giving orangehrm.qatech.com. Now, I want to even close the application. I'm calling close application. See, hereafter, in any test case you are building, you no need to repeat this code every time. Straight away, you can call the method launch application and close application. While calling launch application, you can supply this URL. Okay. So first, let us run this code and do observe. Okay. I close all the browsers available in my desktop. There are no browsers available in my desktop. I run this code. Now my code will invoke the Orange HRM project. Yes, it's opening Orange HRM application. Now, if I want to invoke Primus Bank application, just I'm going to give the Primus Bank application URL. We have created a function which takes URL as input argument. Whatever the URL you have supplied, that application is getting invoked. So this is the reusability advantage of the function. One-time definition, if you define properly, I created a function for launching any given URL so that hereafter in any project, any test case, you no need to write the code system.setProperty and all. Just by calling the function launch app by giving the URL, we can able to invoke the specified application. See, now your code invoke the Primus Bank application. Now, if I want to close the application, my function name, sorry, my class name app utils, then I'm going to call the close application. So now this time, I want to open the Facebook application. I'm giving the URL of the Facebook application. It invokes the Facebook application, then close the Facebook application. So now here we have created two reusable functions, one to invoke any given application, one function to close the application. So hereafter, if you want creating any test cases for any project, we no need to write the code again and again for invoking the application, closing the application. Straight away, by calling the functions, we can achieve this. Then it close the application. Right. Why we made these two functions as static functions? Because you observe, we are using them for Facebook, we are using them for Primus Bank, we are using them for RNHRM. So the code is constant, the code is static for any application. Hence, we made these two functions as static functions. I hope till this point you understood. We created two functions, one for invoking any given application, one for closing the application. Right. See, I kept these two functions inside a class app utils. In my real-time projects also, we go with the name app utils. Because why the name app utils? See, application utilities. Application utilities. Inside the package utils. We maintain a separate package for creating the test cases. Right. Now here, I'm creating on the package my project name. Supposing if I'm working on RNHRM project, RNHRM. If I'm working on Primus Bank project, Primus Bank. Say Primus Bank dot library. In this package, see, I clearly mentioned primusbank.library, meaning the classes, whatever I'm going to define inside the package, can be used only for primusbank project, not for other project. Whereas utils I can use for any project. Primusbank.library. Okay. In this package, for every page, I stress, I repeat, for every page belongs to my application under test. Every page belongs to my application under test. I'll consider as one object. Every page belongs to our application under test. Consider as one object. Okay. Now, if I'm working on Primus Bank application, what is the first page in the Primus Bank application? What is the very first page in the Primus Bank application? Yes, answer me. Not login. Home page, correct. Home page. Login only one functionality available inside this. It is home page, right? So now this home page alone, this entire home page, I'll consider as one object. I'll consider as one object. For every object, I create a class. You know, the Java class definition, a class used to demonstrate an object. To explain the home page of the Primus Bank application, here I am creating a class with the name Primus Bank homepage. The name of the class, Primus Bank homepage. Okay. Primus Bank homepage. Now, what are the functionalities available here? What are the functionalities available here in this homepage? You answer me. What are the functionalities available in the Primus Bank homepage? Yes. Don't say login. Admin login. We have admin login. We have bank employee login. We have customer login. Agree? Functionalities. I write here. See, I'll give some tips to you here. Every page belongs to your application under test. You consider as an object. Every page belongs to your application under test. You consider as an object. Okay. Primus Bank homepage, I'll consider as an object. In this example, Primus Bank homepage, we consider as an object. Okay. What are the features available in the Primus Bank homepage? Features, that is functionalities available in Primus Bank homepage. Here I am listing. We have admin login, one feature, and we have banker login, other functionality, bank employee login. In fact, we have even customer login. Agree with me? Admin login, bank employee login, even we have customer login. Correct? Right. Now, in this scenario, I'll create a class with the name Premise Bank homepage. I'll create a class with the name Premise Bank homepage. In this class, I will define following methods. One method for validating admin login, one method to validate bank employee login, and one method to validate customer login. You agree with me? In this class, we are going to define one method to check admin login, one method to check bank employee login, one method to test customer login. See, do remember, a developer create the code for implementing a functionality. We are creating functions or code for validating a functionality, correct? Testing a functionality, right? So I created a class with the name Premise Bank homepage. In this class, I'm going to define one method for admin login, one method for bank employee login validation, one method for customer login validation. Okay. You answer me. You want me to define these methods as static or non-static? You want me to define these methods as static methods or non-static methods? Raj answered non-static. Mahinder, Manidhar answered non-static, non-static, non-static. Excellent. Non-static because they are not common for all. If you are creating a function specific to a particular application, specific to a particular object, they should be of type non-static. Good, very good. So here, public void my first function admin login. Right, right. Now it is a non-static function. You tell me what are the input arguments you want me to define for admin login. What are the input arguments you want me to define for admin login? Swati, not URL. We are talking about, we are creating a function to validate admin login feature. Username and password, excellent. Good. So user ID one argument, password second argument. Password, user ID and password, right. Now here I want to write the code. So what is the code you want me to write here? What is the first statement you want me to write here? So what is the first statement you want me to write here? Enter username. Good. Because we are creating a function to validate admin login functionality, the first step, we have to write a Selenium script to enter the username value. Okay. Now I am finding the properties of the username element here. There is a ID property available. I'm taking the ID property. Now my core driver dot. Oh, what happened? It is not showing anything. What happened? It is not showing anything. Ross saying use app utils. Swati said driver we have not declared. Correct. Driver we have declared, not here. In the previous class, app utils. Why Chrome driver, Sanjana? In this class or this method not understanding what is this driver, because no definition available for the driver in the current class. Where is the driver object available? In the app utils, already we have declared a global variable. Global variable. At class level, we have declared it. I do not want to declare it again here. Same global variable, I want to make use of it. Same global variable, I want to use it. How to use it? call a method. We don't have a method here. We have a variable here. This variable I want to use in the from another class. I hope you remember creating an object. No. Here, as of now, one person, Gopinath, has given the right answer. You remember inheritance? Do you remember inheritance? Hmm? Do you remember inheritance? Yes. So here, I want to make use of WebDriver, this variable available in app utils in the Primus Bank homepage. I do not want to declare it again. I do not want to declare it again. I want to make use of it. So Primus Bank homepage extends what? App utils. So that whatever present in app utils, directly I can make use of in the Primus Bank homepage. Now you see, I'm writing the code like this. Yes, it is able to recognize the driver object now. Got it? You understood this? Already it is available. Already it is available in the app utils class that I want to make use of in the Primus Bank homepage. So Primus Bank homepage extends app utils. So whatever the variables and whatever the methods available in the app utils, I can use in the Primus Bank homepage class. Well, so now my code driver dot find the element by its ID. Already I have copied the ID, right? Dot send keys. Here we should not hardcode the value. Here I have a input argument UID. While calling the method, we are going to supply the UID. Whatever the UID value we supplied while calling the function, the same UID will be entered. In the same way, driver dot find the element by its ID. Now I'm spying the properties of the password element. I input something here. Right click, inspect element. Dot send keys password. Now driver dot find element by sorry. Now I am spying the login button element. There is ID property login by the ID login dot click. Enter username, enter password, click login. Now, if you enter a valid username, valid password, and click login, what is expected? System should display admin module, correct? If system displayed admin module, it is working, admin login working. Now what I will do, we are creating a function to check admin login working or not. So here, I'm declaring two variables. One is expected URL, other one actual URL. So we are creating function to test. I declare two variable expected URL, actual URL. You know, we should know the expected value. Expected URL. See, in this entire URL, somewhere admin flow displayed, I can make a decision system displayed admin module. Otherwise, based on the title, because here in this application, every page has same title, so I will not go with the title. Or if welcome to admin displayed, I can make addition. Or based on the URL also, I can make addition. So now here, the expected URL admin flow. After clicking login, I'm capturing the actual URL. Get current URL will read the current URL. Now I'm creating a test condition that the actual URL, I'm converting to lowercase if it contains expected URL. Better, the expected URL also I'm converting to lowercase. If these conditions satisfied, I want to return true, else I want to return false. So here, first we should know the expected behavior of the system. For validating any feature, we should know the expected behavior of the system. I defined expected behavior. So enter username, enter password, click login, capture the actual URL. If the actual URL contain expected URL admin flow, I want to return true, otherwise I want to return false. Sir, you answer me why it is showing an error? Why it is showing error here? Because your function returning a Boolean value, true, false, but here we have mentioned void. So I have to change it to Boolean. So this is the first function I have created. So this is how we have to create the functions. In real time, this is how we create the functions for real-time application testing. I created one function to validate admin login functionality. If admin login functionality working as expected, my function will return true. If not working as expected, my function will return false. You understood this? Right now, first we need to understand test case by test case we have to go. Just today I have given that how to create a static function and how to create a non-static function. I explained in the practical way. In the real-time applications, we go in this way. It's not completed. Primal Bank homepage class was not completed. I have defined only one function, admin login. See, test case by test case, we have to go. What are the major steps involving testing the admin login? Step one, launch the Primal Bank application. Already we have the function launch app. Step two, login as admin, check admin login working or not. Just now we have created the function. Step three, log out. Step three, log out. Step three, log out. Step four, close the application. So we have not yet created any function for logout. Where is the logout available? Where is logout available? In the other page, correct? Logout available in some other page. What is this page? I told you already clearly. Every page belongs to your application under test considered as an object. This is a second page, another page, admin home page. So what I will do, in this library package, I create one more class with the name admin home page. Here I'm creating one more class with the name admin home page. Now this admin home page, here I'm going to create the function, non-static function, admin logout. Here also I want to make use of the driver object. This extends app utils so that I can make use of the driver object. Driver dot find element, this element. I am spying the properties of this element. Okay. There is some SRC property available, SRC, not ID, SRC property available by the XPath at the rate src property equal to some value dot click. Okay, now I have created a function to click the logout. Okay, what is expected behavior of the logout? It should redirect to home page. It should redirect to home page. If the login element is displayed, yes, it is a home page, correct? When I click logout, it should redirect to home page. How your Selenium can decide it redirected to home page or not? Only in the home page we have login element, nowhere else. So what I will do, I'm creating a condition here. If this login element, here I have ID property, I'm copying ID property. If the login element, I hope you remember, is displayed will return true if the element is displayed. If this element is displayed, this function, I'm returning true. If the element is not displayed, I return false. Here also, the return type is Boolean, right? Now, in order to create our first test case, admin login test case, launch application first step, login as admin second step, logout step 3, close application last step. All 4 functions are available. Now I go to the package test. Here, I'm going to create my first test case in this package. In Selenium, everything is in terms of classes. My first test case, admin login test. In the admin login test, so what is the first step? Launch the application. Launch application is available in app utils. I'm calling launch application by giving the test data. premisbank.qatech.com. Second step, I have to call the admin login function available in the Primus Bank homepage class, which is a non-static function. You know, in order to call a non-static function, we have to create an object for the class. I'm creating an object for the Primus Bank homepage class. I created an object for the Primus Bank homepage class. Here my object name is phome. Now I am calling that admin login by giving some test data. Username value and password value. Okay. See, here my admin login function, enter username, enter password, click login and check it's working or not. If working, it is returning true. If not working, it is returning false. So this function returning a Boolean value, this I'm taking into some local variable res. I'm calling the function return value I'm keeping in a local variable called res. If res, if true, I'm printing admin login test path. If the function returning false, I'm printing admin login test fail. Okay, now I want to call the logout. Where is the logout? Logout is available in some other class, admin homepage class. Admin homepage class. Let me call this logout from the test case. For this, I'm creating an object for the admin homepage. Home is my object name. Then I'm calling that admin logout function. Finally, I want to call the close application, the last step, which is available in the app utils. App utils dot close application. So here, first step, invoke the Primus Bank application. Second step, login as admin and check admin login working or not. If working, report test pass, else report test fail. Next step, call logout. Last step, call the close application. Now let us run this test case. This is the complete test case now. We have created a test case by calling the appropriate functions. Done. See, now we are getting the output admin login test pass. We have received the output admin login test case is pass. So as of now, we are printing the output in the console, and tomorrow I'll discuss about the test ng where we are going to generate some HTML output. Today, just I have explained you how to create a function, how to call the function. This is how we have to create the actual test cases. So please do confirm you understand the today topic. Still we have to modify or enhance the script by implementing the test ng. See, just what I have explained today, how to create a static function, how to create a non-static function in real-time application, how to call them, that's it, that's it. Still we have to enhance the code and what test reports and all. See, we have created multiple packages here. One package to maintain the utilities, one package to maintain the library file. This package, I'll give a meaningful name for this package, is of test premisbank.test. This library file, this for the test cases, this is the common utilities. Like this, we'll create the packages in real-time project. Here, my project name will be definitely Premise Bank project, but I continued on the demo project. Well, friends, I stop here today, and this code, whatever I have created, I'll upload into the Google Drive. What I will do, I'll compress the entire project. Otherwise, I have to upload the individual files. Instead of uploading the individual files, what I will do, I'll compress the entire project into one zip file. The entire zip file I'll upload into the compressed file, I'll upload into the Google Drive that you can import. Okay? I'll stop here today. Tomorrow we continue. Thank you. You please refer the video maybe 1 or 2 times so that you'll understand how in real time we create the test cases. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you.